Area 51 is perhaps the most secretive and fascinating military base in the United States, often described as a symbol of government secrecy and mystery. Located in the barren Nevada desert, about 83 miles northwest of Las Vegas, the facility is officially known as the Nevada Test and Training Range at Groom Lake, named after the large dry lake bed that lies beside it. The remoteness of its location is not accidentally, was deliberately chosen so the government could carry out sensitive projects away from the public eye and foreign surveillance. Established in 1955 during the Cold War, Area 51's original purpose was to test and develop the U-2 reconnaissance aircraft, a spy plane designed to give the United States a crucial advantage in intelligence gathering over the Soviet Union. Over time, the base evolved into a hub for experimental aircraft and weapons systems, producing some of the most iconic and technologically advanced planes in history, such as the SR-71 Blackbird and the F-117 Nighthawk stealth fighter. What makes Area 51 truly unique is not just the cutting-edge research carried out there, but the extreme level of secrecy that surrounds it. Even military personnel without specific clearance are forbidden from entering, and the airspace above it is one of the most restricted in the world. The CIA only officially acknowledged the existence of Area 51 in 2013. After decades of speculation, conspiracy theories, and public fascination, for many, it represents the unknown. Some see it as the cradle of advanced aviation, while others believe it is the hiding place of extraterrestrial technology. Its blend of fact, myth, and speculation has cemented Area 51 as a cultural phenomenon, making it far more than just a military installation. It has become an enduring mystery that continues to spark curiosity worldwide. The origins of Area 51 go back to the height of the Cold War, when the United States urgently needed advanced surveillance capabilities to monitor Soviet activities. In 1955, President Dwight D. Eisenhower approved the creation of a remote testing site in the Nevada desert, where Lockheed's top-secret Skunk Works division could test its newest innovation, the U-2 spy plane. The U-2 was designed to fly at altitudes above 70,000 feet, well beyond the reach of Soviet fighter jets and missiles at the time, giving the US a dramatic edge in reconnaissance. Groom Lake, a dry lake bed with natural flat terrain, was selected as the perfect testing ground because it offered long, natural runways and was far away from prying eyes. Workers and engineers were secretly flown in from Burbank, California, on unmarked aircraft that became the origin of today's famous Janet Airlines, still operating out of Las Vegas to shuttle personnel to the base. In its early years, the base was little more than a cluster of simple buildings, hangars, and temporary housing, but the secrecy was intense from the very beginning. Pilots and engineers were sworn to absolute confidentiality, and official government maps did not even acknowledge the facility's existence. While the U-2 program was the main focus, other projects quickly followed, making Area 51 the birthplace of some of the most important innovations in aerial technology. Each project was cloaked under layers of classification, and all workers operated on a strict need-to-know basis, meaning no one outside their immediate team could learn about other programs. This culture of secrecy became the foundation of Area 51's reputation. What started as a remote test site for a single aircraft evolved into a sprawling center for covert military technology, a place where science and defense merged behind closed gates. It set the stage for decades of secrecy, experimentation, and speculation, ensuring that Area 51 would remain etched in American and global imagination as something far larger than its physical, size in the Nevada desert. After the U-2 program, Area 51 became the stage for even more ambitious projects, marking the beginning of its reputation as the heart of America's most advanced aerospace experimentation. One of the most famous aircraft tested here was the SR-71 Blackbird, a reconnaissance plane capable of flying at speeds over Mach 3 and altitudes exceeding 85,000 feet, making it nearly untouchable by enemy defenses. The Blackbird was designed to replace the U-2 and push the boundaries of aviation technology further than ever imagined. Testing the SR-71 at Groom Lake required secrecy on a new scale, since its exotic design and titanium body were unlike anything seen before. Every trial run, every new engine test, and every maneuver was carefully recorded under strict secrecy protocols. In the late 1970s and 1980s, Area 51 again played a crucial role in another revolutionary project, the development of stealth technology. The F-117 Nighthawk stealth fighter, with its angular design and radar-absorbing materials, was tested here before becoming a pivotal weapon in the Gulf War. For years, rumors of strange triangular aircraft flying silently over Nevada fueled speculation among locals, while in reality those UFOs were prototypes of America's first stealth aircraft. Each new program at Area 51 pushed the limits of science and engineering, while the base itself continued to grow. New hangars, advanced radar facilities, and secret laboratories were added, ensuring that it remained ahead of foreign intelligence services. Even today, many experts believe the site is home to experimental drones, hypersonic vehicles, and possibly technologies that the public won't see for decades. This continuity of groundbreaking projects explains why Area 51 has such a mythical status. It is not just a base, but a cradle of technological innovation hidden from the world. To outsiders, the sight of strange lights or unidentifiable aircraft in the skies above Groom Lake only deepened the mystery, while to insiders, it was simply another day testing the future of aerial warfare. The legacy of the U-2 SR-71 and F-117 shows how Area 51 shaped aviation history while remaining wrapped in secrecy, cementing its place as the most enigmatic military base in existence. Secrecy has always been the lifeblood of Area 51, and the measures taken to protect it are unlike those of any other military base in the United States. The perimeter is surrounded by warning signs that strictly forbid trespassing, with notices stating that the use of deadly force is authorized against intruders. The entire area is patrolled around the clock by armed security contractors, often nicknamed Camo Dudes by locals because of their camouflage uniforms and unmarked trucks. These guards are known to appear suddenly on hilltops or in desert trails whenever someone approaches the restricted boundary. Beyond the fences, the U.S. government has designated the airspace over Groom Lake as one of the most restricted zones in the world. Known as Restricted Area 4808 North, this zone is completely off-limits to civilian and even most military aircraft. Any pilot who accidentally strays into this airspace is immediately contacted, forced to leave, and can face severe consequences. Such restrictions make Area 51 a kind of no-go zone both on land and in the skies. The base itself is protected by advanced surveillance technology, including motion sensors buried in the desert sands and cameras that track movement long before anyone reaches the fence line. To add another layer of secrecy, workers at Area 51 are flown in daily from Las Vegas on unmarked Boeing 737 jets operated by a classified airline known as Janet Airlines. This system ensures that employees can access the base without outsiders knowing who they are or what they do. Even workers themselves operate under strict compartmentalization. Each person is only allowed to know what directly relates to their job, and they are forbidden from discussing projects with colleagues outside their assignment. This need-to-know culture is why so little credible information has ever leaked from Area 51. The base thrives on invisibility, and the lengths taken to shield it from outside scrutiny only add to its mystique, fueling speculation and conspiracy theories about what could possibly justify such an extraordinary level of secrecy. For decades, the US government refused to even admit that Area 51 existed, despite it being clearly visible on satellite images and well known among aviation enthusiasts. This refusal fueled countless rumors, as the secrecy seemed to confirm that something extraordinary was being hidden there. It wasn't until 2013, after the release of declassified CIA documents obtained through the Freedom of Information Act, that the government officially acknowledged the site. These documents revealed that Area 51 had indeed been used as a testing ground for reconnaissance aircraft like the U-2 and later the SR-71. The acknowledgement was groundbreaking, because for years, anyone who spoke publicly about Area 51 was often dismissed as a conspiracy theorist. Suddenly, the existence of the base was validated by the very agency that had worked hardest to keep it hidden. Interestingly, the documents did not mention aliens or UFOs, but rather confirmed that many of the sightings reported by civilians in the 1950s and 1960s were actually test flights of high-altitude spy planes that looked unlike any other aircraft of their time. These unusual appearances, often reflecting sunlight at high altitudes, explained why locals thought they were seeing extraterrestrial craft. Even with this official acknowledgement, however, much of what happens inside Area 51 remains classified. The CIA only confirmed what had occurred decades earlier, leaving modern activities shrouded in mystery. Many believe the 2013 acknowledgement was a way for the government to finally shed light on the past, while still protecting the present. It was a partial revelation, carefully controlled to settle old speculation without exposing current projects. This mix of disclosure and secrecy only intensified global fascination. By admitting just enough, the CIA validated the myths while keeping the most important secrets intact, ensuring that Area 51's reputation as the most mysterious military base on Earth remained unshaken. The mystique of Area 51 became inseparable from UFO lore, largely because of the infamous 1947 Roswell incident. In July of that year, a rancher in Roswell, New Mexico, discovered strange debris scattered across his property. The US military initially announced it had recovered a flying disc, only to quickly retract the statement, claiming instead that it was the remains of a weather balloon. This reversal sparked suspicion that something extraordinary had been covered up. Over the years, Roswell grew into a cultural phenomenon, with many convinced it was actually a crashed extraterrestrial spacecraft. Although the incident took place years before Area 51 was established, conspiracy theorists began linking the two. They argued that whatever was recovered in Roswell-Lelian bodies, spacecraft, or technology was secretly transported to Area 51 for study. The timing made the connection irresistible, as Area 51 expanded in secrecy during the Cold War. Stories of reverse-engineered alien technology spread rapidly. In the 1980s, Whistleblowers like Bob Lazar reignited these theories by claiming he had worked at a facility near Area 51 where alien spacecraft were being studied. Whether or not such claims are credible, they helped solidify the idea that Area 51 was not just a military base, but also a warehouse of otherworldly secrets. Civilian UFO sightings over Nevada fueled speculation, as people reported seeing glowing lights, strange saucer-shaped craft, and triangular objects hovering silently in the skies. Many of these could be explained as test flights of classified military aircraft, yet the lack of transparency left space for alien theories to thrive. Hollywood, television, and literature embraced these connections, portraying Area 51 as the epicenter of extraterrestrial research. From movies like Independence Day to countless documentaries, the image of alien spaceships hidden in underground hangars at Groom Lake became deeply ingrained in popular culture. Even today, millions around the world believe that the US government uses Area 51 to conceal proof of alien life, ensuring the base's reputation extends far beyond military technology into the realm of cosmic mystery. The legend of Area 51 was propelled further into the spotlight during the late 1980s, largely because of claims made by individuals who presented themselves as insiders. The most famous of these is Bob Lazar, who, in 1989, gave a television interview under a pseudonym, later revealing his identity, and stated he had worked at a site called S4, allegedly connected to Area 51. According to Lazar, this hidden facility housed recovered alien spacecraft, which he claimed were being reverse-engineered by scientists and engineers to unlock their propulsion systems. He described flying saucers powered by reactors that bent gravity itself. Technology, he insisted, was far beyond anything humans had created. Although Lazar's academic and employment records have been widely disputed, his testimony captivated the public and became a cornerstone of modern UFO mythology. Other supposed whistleblowers and former employees echoed similar claims, alleging that alien craft and even extraterrestrial bodies were stored in underground hangars near Groom Lake. These stories, whether fabricated or exaggerated, blended seamlessly with the secrecy already surrounding the base. Every light in the desert sky, every unusual aircraft shape, became possible evidence that Lazar and others might be telling the truth. The US government's refusal to comment only added fuel to the fire. To believers, silence confirmed a cover-up. To skeptics, it was simply proof of classified military projects. Either way, the effect was the same. Area 51's reputation as the world's top alien research site grew stronger. Even decades later, Lazar's claims continued to surface in documentaries, books, and podcasts, keeping the mystery alive for new generations. The allure lies not only in the possibility of extraterrestrial technology, but also in the idea that one of the most powerful governments on Earth might be concealing it from the world. This narrative ensures that Area 51 is never viewed solely as a testing ground for advanced aircraft. Instead, it remains forever entwined with humanity's most profound question: are we alone in the universe? Although the inner workings of Area 51 remained hidden from the public, advancements in satellite technology and aerial photography have given outsiders a glimpse of its continuous growth. Over the years, higher resolution images have revealed new runways, hangars, and support buildings being added to the Groom Lake complex. These expansions suggest that, far from being a relic of the Cold War, Area 51 remains an active hub of military innovation. Analysts studying the imagery point to enormous hangars capable of housing aircraft larger than anything previously tested there, fueling speculation about next-generation bombers or hypersonic vehicles. Other additions include massive radar arrays, new fuel storage facilities, and extended runways that can accommodate planes requiring high-speed takeoffs and landings. Even the surrounding infrastructure, such as housing for staff, communication systems, and security checkpoints, has been steadily modernized. What makes these expansions so intriguing is the lack of official explanation. The government has never disclosed what programs are currently running at the base, so each new structure raises questions about what secretive projects are underway. Locals and aviation watchers frequently report strange lights or silent, triangular craft soaring above the Nevada desert, sightings that often coincide with construction or testing phases at the base. Many believe these could be prototypes of advanced stealth drones, experimental reconnaissance vehicles, or even hypersonic aircraft capable of speeds exceeding Mach 5. The sheer size of the facilities hints at projects that could define the future of warfare. Yet because no official details are released, the line between fact and speculation remains blurred. Each satellite image is a puzzle piece that outsiders attempt to decode, and every unexplained expansion reinforces the mystique surrounding Groom Lake. The secrecy itself becomes evidence to believers, while skeptics see only proof of military innovation hidden for strategic reasons. Either way, the images confirm that Area 51 is anything but dormant. It is a living, evolving base, quietly preparing technologies the public may not discover for decades. While the Cold War birthed Area 51 as a spy plane testing ground, today it is widely believed to be home to even more advanced projects shaping the future of warfare. Experts suggest that current work at Groom Lake includes research on hypersonic aircraft, capable of flying at speeds over Mach 5, allowing them to outrun enemy defenses and strike targets in minutes. Others believe the base plays a key role in developing unmanned aerial systems, or drones, with stealth features so refined they can slip past even the most sophisticated radar. Reports of strange, silent, triangular aircraft seen over Nevada skies are often interpreted as prototypes of these next-generation drones. Beyond flight speed and stealth, Area 51 is also thought to be testing electronic warfare systems, such as advanced jammers and countermeasures designed to disrupt enemy communications and radar. This would give the United States a decisive advantage in modern conflicts, where controlling information is as vital as firepower. Satellite images have shown large radar installations and unusual testing facilities that support these theories. Some analysts even speculate that directed energy weapons, such as high-powered lasers, may be part of the research. Given the base's secure isolation and the military's growing interest in such technology, while the exact details remain classified, the secrecy itself is revealing if nothing important were happening at Area 51. There would be no need for such extraordinary levels of protection. The culture of compartmentalization ensures that even those working on these projects know only their small piece, making leaks virtually impossible. All of this reinforces Area 51's reputation not just as a Cold War relic, but as a living laboratory where tomorrow's weapons are born. Whether it is hypersonic jets, stealth drones, or technologies not yet imaginable to the public, Area 51 continues to push the boundaries of what is possible in military innovation, ensuring the US maintains its edge in a rapidly changing global battlefield. Beyond its military importance, Area 51 has become a cultural phenomenon. inspiring movies, books, television shows, and video games that portray it as the epicenter of government secrets and alien mysteries. Its secrecy, combined with decades of UFO lore, makes it the perfect backdrop for fiction. Hollywood embraced this image most famously in the 1996 blockbuster Independence Day, where Area 51 was depicted as the site where alien spacecraft were stored and studied. Countless TV shows, from The X-Files to Ancient Aliens, have featured Area 51 in storylines about extraterrestrial life and government cover-ups. Even cartoons and comedies, such as The Simpsons, reference the base, proving how deeply it has entered public imagination. Video games have also built on its mystique, with titles like Area 51 and Call of Duty creating fictional missions around the base. These portrayals exaggerate reality but help cement Area 51's place as a symbol of secrecy and mystery. For many people, the name Area 51 no longer just means a test facility, means aliens, hidden hangars, and government deception. The fact that the US government denied its existence for so long only fueled these depictions, because when secrecy is absolute, imagination fills in the gaps. Beyond entertainment, Area 51 has also influenced tourism and local culture. Nevada highways near the base have become popular destinations for UFO enthusiasts. With extraterrestrial highway signs, alien-themed motels, and museums dedicated to alleged sightings, the blending of fact and fiction has created a feedback loop. Secrecy fuels stories, and stories reinforce the base's aura of mystery. This cultural weight makes Area 51 unique compared to other military facilities. While places like Edwards Air Force Base are known for testing, they do not capture the same fascination. Area 51 is not just a base, it is